You know, it's funny. Talk to me 25 years ago when I was in my prime, my experimental phase. Oh, the faint memories that present themselves from time to time. But I digress. Ask me then if I would be witnessing a giant green wave of knowledge, health, truth, and love make its way around the world. I'd say you were nuts. What do I think about it? I think it's fan-freaking-tastic. Join us as we understand, educate, entertain, and promote cannabis in the Herbage way. In the weeds.
Spend the afternoon here at Sage Farms. Can't really give the exact location, but we're on a beautiful hill, hilly location here in Oklahoma. Very impressed with what we've seen so far, and I really look forward to getting to look around and see what we've got going on here. Can you tell us a little bit more about your operation?
Yeah, we've been in business for 5 years. Started out growing produce. Once 788 passed, we were committed to, as soon as it passed, to start growing cannabis. And so I was actually in Denver the night that it passed, and so I kind of started doing my research. In the last 15 months or so, I've been studying cannabis, just religiously. And so you start learning about, all the medicinal values, what good it can do, and then you really start to question why was this plant ever taken away from us?
Right.
It really is mind-blowing when you see, the research and the healing benefits of the plant. I've always loved growing plants, and this is just a new challenge. And growing lettuce and other vegetables, I accomplished that in about 2 years. And so I was actually getting kind of bored. The challenge, it was just more of a day-to-day operations instead of a challenge. And so I wanted a new challenge, and I definitely got it. When I was growing produce, everyone was like, oh, wow, that's great. But I started growing cannabis, and for some reason, I feel like I've got a target on my back now, and I'm not really sure why. It's like, I'm just growing plants also, trying to sell it like everybody else, but there's a lot of critics out there. We were starting out all hydroponic, and so everything was growing up in vertical towers. And so in this greenhouse, there were 460 vertical towers that worked okay for cannabis, but it was not getting us, the yield and the terpene profile that we were looking for. So we've now switched to all living soil, compost tea, all organic. Here's our tower graveyard. 870, I think, out there. We built all those ourselves. That was a lot of work. I'm not giving up on them.
All in one afternoon, huh?
Yeah, like 2 years of work.
Okay, so you just got through with the harvest. How many did you harvest do?
That was greenhouse 2 and 3. We did roughly 2,000 plants so far.
Okay, so wow.
And then actually in the last 2 weeks we've harvested 2 different greenhouses. So 3, 2, 3, and then 6, which is our hydroponic setup. even and one of the other challenges is security also. So we had to build, an 8-foot fence around the whole property, 30 some odd cameras. I've got, security 24/7. And I won't get into all the reasons why I am doing that, but it is necessary, so people know where we are. And that's just a new challenge also. In my younger days, I was definitely an advocate for cannabis, and I was in the manufacturing business for about 15 years. Did a lot of aerospace, and got married, had kids, and so I literally for 10 years consumed very little. Let's just say that that's not the case now. I mean, I'm literally testing product. You got to know what you're producing is good, and so if from the flower to pre-rolls to mints, RSO. I use RSO every single day, and I am a strong believer in it. And it's just for some skin issues, but that I've had for 2 years and that are almost completely gone after 3 months of using RSO. RSO stands for Rick Simpson oil. It's also going to be called FECO, which is full extraction cannabis oil. I mean, it's just real medicine. I mean, it's real natural medicine that does help and cure. I won't say what it cures and exactly what it helps. It has different effects on different people. But I can tell you that if I was to have cancer, I would definitely give it a try. I'd say maybe in conjunction with chemo, things like that. But there's no doubt about it. It helps you sleep, it helps you eat, and it does help you with pain. And it does get you high, but that's part of the helping with pain. I wouldn't say, this is the cure to everything, because you start reading, you think it might be, it's like, it cures everything, but, I can tell you that a good night's sleep and less stress, it definitely helps with the healing process. Right now we're doing a 1 milligram syringe. Okay. So we just got all of our packaging in, all of our labels, all that stuff. We actually have a whole bunch of syringes ready to go. We just got our test results back last week, which came in at 64%, I believe, which is good for RSO. We were happy about that. And so we're ready to start taking that to market, and we feel like there's a lot of demand for it, and it's beneficial medicine.
So tell me about the RSOs.
The process that we go through our RSO, we purify before we reduce it to make RSO. So the main thing is we want a super clean product and we want a consistent product. So
and we use bud.
And we use full flower, so that makes a huge difference.
Okay.
Because we're not using trim. Even for our pre-rolls, we don't use trim. Our shatters full nut runs. Our distillate is full nut runs. So we don't use a lot of trash in our products.
About to release our microdose mints, which is just it's a 5 milligram breath mint that I have right here. So we've got all of everything in line with our mints here, and we're ready to go to market on that here right at the first of the year also. These are awesome. You want to take one in the morning, not be stoned or high, but you just get a little bit of relaxation.
Right.
So I get, I've got a million things going on. I get stress headaches. You take one of those, and it just kind of goes away a little bit. And you don't feel, too loopy to accomplish your day. But it definitely helps with stress, anxiety, and I give them to my dad, and he's like with his arthritis. He says that it helps him a lot. So he keeps wanting more.
Good. Yeah. Your breath
smells good. Yeah, you can't complain about that. And it tastes good.
Yeah.
We've been working on those for probably 6 months. So
Seriously?
getting the right consistency down. Also being able to
have your lab come back and tell you exactly how much THC in it is a good thing. So I think they're going to be a really good thing.
Yeah, we're excited for it. We're looking to figure out logistics on how to get them to dispensaries across the state. Less stress, microdose mint. So again, it's 5 milligrams each mint, and there's 20 in there, so it's a 100 milligram pack, and it should be under $20 retail.
I really, really like it. I mean, it just kind of takes the edge off a little bit.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You eat one, it just you feel a light change. You eat two,
Yeah.
feel a little more. And it's not really a product to get for getting high or stoned. I mean, it's
Right.
more of an everyday, just kind of keep things level. Keep the stress and anxiety away.
You're all in now.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah,
And your
absolutely.
family's all in?
Yeah, absolutely.
And people that around you,
Yeah.
surround yourself with people that support you?
Yeah, and I'll tell you that I have not had anybody express any negativity to what I'm doing. I mean nobody. My in-laws, that are up in they're up their 70s in age, and their friends, they're all about it. They want the product. My aunt who has cancer, my wife was in the hospital last night with kidney stones. Guess what she's doing today? She's medicating with cannabis to help her pain from kidney stones. So, and my kids is, you always kind of wonder how you're gonna cross that bridge with your kids, but it's literally no different to them as my tomato plants. They always say I smell like weed, which I do, but
Smells great.
it smells great. That's what I said too. Like, you smell like weed. My response is thank you. In fact, I was in the hospital last night, and the doctor there, my wife's just in pain. She's like, God, you really smell like weed. And I was like, well, been at the farm. So, and then I realized that Benjamin gave me a bunch of bud, and I had it in my pocket. People that are frightened of cannabis, it really is just mind blowing. I mean, you look around, it's this plant right here.
Right.
It's not going to harm you. Those pills will harm you. You don't know what's in them. You get addicted to them. That's what people need to be more concerned about. They need to be more concerned about alcohol, than cannabis. And I use cannabis.
What do you guys have going on in the near future?
Well, so right now we're focused on our mints, RSO, some distillate, and some shatter products. So we're trying to diversify right now. As we all know, there's over 4,000 growers. I don't know exactly how many of those are operational, but that's a big number.